Roommates need to find a roommate, can't pay rent. Dope. Well, it's Friday, and I haven't accomplished anything all damn week, and it's pissing me off. Today I'm waiting for the phone call. So hopefully come start a real job. Got dicked around again yesterday. Thought I was supposed to be training. The person that was training me called in, said they had emergency, and they couldn't come train me. And now it looks like they're talking about trying to make me go to another store next week. Which not only doesn't do me a whole lot of good being as it's next week, but by that time, I'm not going to have enough gas money to make it to fucking another Walmart further than the one that's in my town. I go all the way to Central. It's like a 20-minute drive at least. Be $5 easy in gas. Oh, fuck that, man. I really want the grocery store to hire me. Honest work, honest pay. You know, there's a difference between anxiety and depression. But they can certainly overlap. And where they overlap is in the present. The difference between somebody who has anxiety in the present and somebody who has depression in the present is whether or not they have hope. Oh, you can still have some pretty bad anxiety when you have hope. But at least you're not depressed anymore. People who don't get much sleep because they lapse between depression and anxiety are what's referred to as manic bipolar. And there I go thinking about my wife and everything, and I can't even talk about it. Oh, look, there's nobody here to talk to. I don't know when is good for other people. All I can pretty much do is stream at random. I'm in hurry up and wait mode. Mostly on the wait side, though. Doing a whole lot of waiting for these different jobs to call me. But it's not like I got the gas money to where I can just keep on looking for more and more jobs. And need to start working, need to find a roommate. Need to start working, need to find a roommate. Need to start working, need to find a roommate. Both of these things need to happen, like today. Avenatti stole millions of dollars from clients, huh? Ain't that a bitch? I knew he was nothing but a setup. Julian Assange has been arrested. Ain't that a bitch? Anyways, really nobody here today? Just another boring hangout, I guess. Anyways. So I'm just waiting around. That prospective roommate never fucking texts back. They apparently found somebody else to rent them a room and then didn't feel the need to fucking message me again. That's so rude. I hate when people do that. Just pure fucking laziness. Just social retardation. What the fuck is that? Ooh, shit. Anyways, watching the crash test comparison between the Honda CR-V and the Mazda CX-9. Big surprise, the Honda CR-V seems a whole lot safer. Wow, the Honda is much better. If you want to check out this video, 2019 CR-V versus 2019 Mazda CX-5, excuse me, not CX-9. Crash text on the car channel. That's C-A-R space C-H-N-L. Car channel. So no one hanging out today, huh? Nobody got a notification to come say hello. Ain't that a bitch? But it's Friday morning. People might be busy. They might be. More than likely. Just another case of no notifications. So I'm just having coffee. Coffee from last night. So I can't really afford to replace the half a bag of coffee that I have. So I've been making these big weak pots. I've been using them for 2 days at a time. Or making them at night and then having them again in the morning. Just having cold coffee. But anyway, so William Barr, the Attorney General, testified before Congress yesterday and the day before, I think it was. And was very, very evasive, especially regarding anything to do with what people wanted to know about the Mueller report. He wouldn't justify his decision making on why he made why he spent the whole weekend trying to get a typed summary out on Sunday. Because, 4 pages don't type themselves. It's not like he started on that shit Sunday morning. No. He started on that shit Friday night. Worked on it all day Saturday. Copy edit on Sunday morning, maybe. Because by Sunday, everybody was talking about it. And nobody had a clue what they were talking about. Everybody acting like this is the Mueller report. And I was the only one who said Sunday, this isn't the Mueller report. This is just a fucking summary written by a political appointee. Man, when they took Julian Assange, they had to carry his ass out of there. He was sitting there wiggling and squirming. It was kind of hilarious. Trump is saying he doesn't know anything about WikiLeaks now. Even though he sat there and read WikiLeaks from the stuff when he was making his campaign speeches. Ooh, the first ever picture of a black hole. Somehow I get the feeling it won't be very impressive. Just a theory. $55 million light years away. And we think some sort of information could travel that far. That's hilarious. Now they're going to show a bunch of graphic simulations of what they think it actually is. Look at this thing. Could be anything. They just found something shaped like a donut and they're calling it a black hole. What happened to the big ejection cloud thing that's supposed to go up and down? Huh? Doesn't even look centered. That could be a whole lot of different things. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a hole because you found a donut. But, you know, they just want so bad to terrify people into believing that God doesn't exist. So they got to promote them black holes, man. They just can't make sense of the universe without them. They're imaginary. They're something out of fucking science fiction that people just decided was real because it was quote unquote possible. Let me ask you this. How the hell did light make it all the way from a black hole to here? The black hole paradox was basically that they couldn't be filmed because they absorbed the light. So a black hole has only been rendered by graphic computers, but now they're rotating the picture to make it look more round. It doesn't even look round in the middle. Whatever. Anyways.
This is echo power. Branches confronted the logs of the virtue.
Lawmaker plays Hitler comments in white nationalism hearing.
I don't know Miss Owens. I'm not going to characterize her. I'm going to let her own words do the talking. I'm going to play for you the first 30 seconds of a statement she made about Adolf Hitler.
Footage courtesy of CNN.
I agree. I actually don't have any problems at all with the word nationalism. I think that it gets, the definition gets poisoned by elitists that actually want globalism. Globalism is what I don't want. So when you think about, whenever we say nationalism, the first thing people think about, at least in America, is Hitler. You know, he was a National Socialist. But if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. Problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. He wanted to globalize. He wanted everybody to be German. Everybody to be German.
All right, so my first question is to Ms. Hershenoff. Ms. Owens said, quote, if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. Problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. So when people try to legitimize Adolf Hitler, does that feed into white nationalist ideology?
Yeah.
It does, Mr. Liu. I know that Ms. Owens distanced herself from those comments later, but we expressed great concern over the original comments.
Would you like time to respond to that?
Yes, I think it's pretty apparent that Mr. Liu believes that black people are stupid and will not pursue the full clip in its entirety. He purposely presented an extracted clip.
The witness will suspend for a moment. It is not proper to refer disparagingly or to a member of the committee. The witness will not do that again. Witness may continue.
Sure, even though I was called despicable.
Witness may not refer to a member of the committee as stupid.
I didn't refer to him as stupid. That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. You didn't listen to what I said. May I continue?
Please.
As I said, he is assuming that black people will not go pursue the full 2-hour clip. And he purposefully extracted, he cut off, and you didn't hear the question that was asked of me. He's trying to present as if I was launching a defense of Hitler in Germany, when in fact, the question that was asked of me was pertaining to whether or not I believed that Hitler was whether or not I believed in nationalism, and that nationalism was bad. And what I responded to was that I do not believe that we should be characterizing Hitler as a nationalist. He was a homicidal, psychopathic maniac that killed his own people. A nationalist would not kill their own people. That is exactly what I was referring to in the clip, and he purposely wanted to give you a cut-up similar to what they do to Donald Trump to create a different narrative. That was unbelievably dishonest, and he did not allow me to respond to it, which is worrisome and should tell you a lot about where people are today in terms of trying to drum up narratives. By the way, I would like to also add that I work for Prager University, which is run by an Orthodox Jew. When a single Democrat showed up to the embassy opening in Jerusalem, I sat on a plane for 18 hours to make sure that I was there. I'm deeply offended by the insinuation of revealing that clip without the question that was asked of me.
I don't get it. Is that girl brainwashed or what? What does Democrats not showing up to the opening of the embassy in Jerusalem have anything to do with it? They were against that. They shouldn't have showed up. Anyway. 2JZ, and an S2000. Oh, that's just fucked up. That's a Toyota straight six. I wonder how it feels. A little bit extra weight in the front. Seems like it could work pretty well now. I've been saying for years Honda needed to make a straight six VTEC. And the New York Times has come out with an interesting expose on Trump's and the entire Trump family's elaborate tax evasion schemes that they've been undertaking for decades, basically. Yesterday, the tax returns were supposed to be released, and the acting Treasury Secretary blocked it. Anyways. I'm so happy 'cause today I found my friend. They're in my head. I'm so happy. That's okay. So are you. Broke up, yeah. Sunday morning. It's every day for all I care. And I'm not sure. Light my candles in a daze 'cause I found God. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet you. I'll be that's okay. I can't wait to meet you there, and I don't care. I'm so horny. That's okay, my will is good. Yeah, I sing it backwards, didn't I? Seriously, fucking nobody here? Can't play to a total lack of an audience. It just don't work.
days we're all stressed. I hear you, sister. That's why I'm partnering with Cigna to remind you to go in for your annual checkup and be open with your doctor about anything you feel, physically and emotionally, body and mind.
Yeah. Sure. Me too.
Tomorrow will be 3 weeks since Attorney General William Barr got the Mueller report. The legal precedent here is that Congress gets everything, even if some stuff has to be cut out for public release. But Trump's newly appointed Attorney General William Barr is instead insisting that he is going to cut stuff out of the report, even from the version that goes to Congress. His latest promise, there have been a few, but his latest promise is that he will release both to the public and to Congress a censored version, redacted version, next week, hopefully. So who knows? Kind of making it up as he goes along. Today, though, the Attorney General appears to be trying to clean up from his latest accidental "oops, I didn't really mean that" moment, which came when he thought about it on the spot, could actually see the wheels turning, and decided to declare, while testifying before Congress, that it was his personal belief that U.S. law enforcement was spying on the Trump campaign in 2016.
I think spying on a political campaign is a big deal. It's a big deal.
So you're not suggesting, though, that spying occurred?
Well, that blonde all the way on the right.
Well,
What?
I guess you could. I think there was spying did occur. Yes, I think spying did occur.
Spying did occur. It's a big deal. That, right? We all agree? Is that weird that I said that? Did I say something happened when it didn't actually happen? I could have been sure that I thought I heard that there was like spying. We all agreed. Within moments of saying he was setting up a team to investigate the spying that he believes occurred against the Trump campaign, which is a big deal, the Attorney General decided, maybe try to say that.
I said I'm reviewing this. I haven't set up a team yet. This is not launching an investigation of the FBI.
Do you want to rephrase what you're doing?
You know, unauthorized surveillance. I want to make sure there was no unauthorized surveillance.
You've indicated that there's the possibility that unauthorized surveillance or spying occurred.
Did you say that I said that it occurred? I believe there is a basis for my concern, but I'm not going to discuss the basis. Mr. Chairman, could I just add one point of clarification that I just want to make it clear, thinking back on all the different colloquies here, that I am not saying that improper surveillance occurred. I'm saying that I am concerned about it and looking into it. That's all.
It's a point of clarification, because what I have been saying up until now was it's no longer operative. That cleanup job about his spying comments was an amazing thing over the course of a not very long hearing. It continued into today. After the testimony, a person familiar with Barr's thinking told the Washington Post, quote, he was not trying to provide conservatives with rhetorical red meat and was using the word spying in a technical sense of collecting intelligence. Not what he said at all. That's another explanation. Now today, more sources familiar with Barr's thinking tell NBC News that actually Barr doesn't see much of a semantic difference between spying and surveillance, and he's more invested in whether the FBI followed proper procedures in launching the Trump-Russia investigation. Loose translation,
Oh, for fuck's
it's dark.
sake.
It's hard to see the light switch. Trying to make sure it's off, but it's... The longer we wait for the Robert Mueller report, the more it is clear that the newly appointed Attorney General is absolutely making it up as he goes along. It is almost entertaining to watch, but only almost.
Yeah, because it's kind of fucking scary.
Hey there, Chris Hayes.
Jeez. Alright, let's see if there's any interesting local news. Got a SWAT standoff end with a man in custody in Houston. Mostly quiet Friday morning in Houston, they say. Again, it isn't late enough for enough accidents to have occurred. That's Houston for you. FDA warns against the use of teething jewelry for children, for babies. Huh. You know, this whole time I knew Mark and Scott Kelly looked alike, but I didn't realize they were twin brothers. Huh. Makes me wonder if they're just the same guy, or how often they use the fact that they're twins to deceive people. There's officially been a military coup in Sudan. Protesters calling it for a legitimate transitional government. An Israeli spacecraft has crashed during its attempt to land on the moon. And a New Orleans police officer has been shot. Oh, that sucks. Responding to a suspicious person call. Celebrating the birthday of the Eiffel Tower. Is it 100 years old now? Oh, it's older than that. Might be 100 years old now. Anyways. So in Sudan, the people are protesting the military trying to control the government. That's why they're calling for a legitimate transitional government. Okay. So it's not the military backing the protesters, it's the protesters against the military. That's never good. Trump wants to talk peace with the Taliban so Russia can take over Afghanistan. They'll fucking talk peace with them like they're teaming up with Russia. Jesus fucking Christ. So stupid. What is this about?
If you want a car from a company that's been building them for 115 years, get a Ford.
All right, this story is trending online. Cursive handwriting making a comeback to Texas classrooms starting this fall. It is a rare skill now, especially from years ago. But for one group of students, cursive is a little more useful than they realize. A licensed dyslexia therapist learning cursive reduces the workload on the brain for someone who learns it. Allows you to really think about what you're
Cursive is good for dyslexic students. Huh.
Well, she said,
Who'da fucking thunk it? So they're teaching some kids in Houston cursive again. I can't believe they stopped teaching cursive. That's just so fucking stupid. By yielding to a lack of class. Let's just make all of our kids low class. Can't even write cursive. Anyways. Well, kind of disappointing. Broadcasting for almost an hour and nobody showed up. But oh well. I need to get something done here. And I don't know what to do. But I guess I'll go ahead and call it a broadcast for now. I'll do a little water change in my frag tank. Oh man, I hate not being able to go to fucking work. So everybody pray. Anybody who's watching in the future, please pray that these people call me to come into a real job. And pray that it happens today. Because I really just for my anxiety, for my heart to stop beating out of my chest, which has been better since I started working out so much. I can feel my heart getting stronger. But when it happens, I still get out of breath. And it's just, oh, so tiresome. I've never wanted to stock some grocery shelves so bad in my life, man. Gonna be going and the guy that's working Frozen Foods wants me to take over for him. He's tired of it. He doesn't like working in the cold. But man, all you got to do to be a good grocery person is to do unto others as you would have them do to you. Let's make sure that the fresh stuff gets rotated and that people don't wind up grabbing some old shit because they trusted you. The same thing's true with milk and dairy products as it is with a frozen burrito or some fish sticks. You don't want those fish sticks sitting in the freezer forever. So a good stock clerk is going to rotate everything. That way what you grab is always the freshest possible thing, and there's no product getting wasted by sitting back behind shit. Anyways. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call it a broadcast for now. If anybody watches this in the future, thank you so much for watching, and don't